Down, 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 down. What kind of... What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What is... Okay. That was weird. Do you damage, baby? What's gonna take? What's gonna take for you to get it straight? You to get it straight. Is your desire? Did you damage, baby? Did I just show? No, I didn't. We are here. My phone is about to die, so I cannot copy the link. You know where I am. Come if you want to come. I am doing stuff. Maybe here just for one rosary and then go rest. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling. Yeah, no bead eating. No bead eating. Okay, you can hear me. Ok, dosta, nemoj me sad, molim te. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, do you see? The camera is kind of weird, but I actually prefer it like this. I did not have it like this before, but I was doing something with the camera before. Hello! What are you making today? That's a very good question. Probably, well, currently I have so many beads to sort. I don't know, just let me just adjust this. Just a moment. Is it Aubrey or is it Amber or how? What do I? Who am I speaking to for the most part, so I know what name to use. Also, do tell me. Well, I can check. Do tell me. Well, I can check. Yeah, it seems. Yeah, it seems. Okay, it seems like you can hear me and that it's fine. Oh my God, I have so many things. Aubrey, hello, 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 Yoran. If you can hear my fan in the background, you can hear my fan in the background, and you're just going to be hearing it. So yeah, there's nothing that I will do about that. As long as it's not blowing directly into the microphone and it sounds like I am on the highest peak of the highest mountain ever, it's fine. So today, or tonight more like, also Aubrey, was it the problem in the ad-free website, or did you do your magic in another way? I assumed that it was the ad website issue. Okay. I may not be on too long today because it's nearly 8 p.m. and I was just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to do this thing and then I'm going to go live, and then I'm just going to do this thing and then I'm going to go live, and then, oh my God, I forgot that I touched hay with this. Oh God. And so, yeah, I'm here a bit later, and I thought, like, do I even want to go live? But I really want to get a head start on some of the rosaries because I have two customs that I can make, and I want to make them so I can make something new. Tomorrow we will probably have a longer one in the evening. I want to draw the Italian in the morning, finish that drawing that I've been working on. But yeah, are you all, do you all want to see some, I'm working on this commission that I have not named yet, so perhaps this will be a sermon where you too will name Rosary. God, this setup is so much better than the last one. I have no idea what I did, but this is such a good setup. Okay. So yeah, but then I was like, I already did so much today and I was already so all over the place and I'm already tired. I may as well just do everything that I can and become fully, completely exhausted, and then I can just rest, I can sleep. I don't know, I'm trying to maximize my productivity, which, you know, people don't function like that, but I also, now you can see them in person. This is the, oh, it's a bit, you cannot really see it because of the harsh shadow, but honey yellow tiger's eye, and it's faceted, so it's star cut. So they look like drops of honey that were polished. I also have one in 0.8. And I have a bunch of other things. I need this. Let me just, if all of you are up for some bead sorting, if all of you are up for some ASMR of bead sorting, do prepare. How long do you need for a rosary on average? I love how it's cut. Me too. At first, I was like, oh no, it's a bit different. But then I thought, this is actually perfect. I love that it's not cut perfectly, and it's every bead is different. It adds to it so much. But yeah, hello, 5 people. If you are up for some bead ASMR, let's do some bead ASMR because I did not get to everything here. So if you don't mind it, let us do some. I will just need my, yeah, if at any point I do something with the audio and it starts doing unfortunate things, do tell me. There it is. But yeah, how long it takes me? This, at this point, about like 45 minutes to an hour. I can pump out like 3 rosaries in the span of 2.5 hours. I've become pretty fast at it. Also, I got a new thing. I don't know if you remember, but I need to, oh, my back. I don't know how to sit properly and it's taking its toll on me. I don't know if you remember that kind of like half a glove that I had for a while that was kind of starting to tear here. I really liked that it supported my wrist, but it was really inconvenient and the pliers kept slipping from the way that it was wrapped around the hand, and I really did not like it. But I like having these, so I did not want to get another like over the entire hand glove. I was packaging something with herbs and I forgot to take my gloves off, and now the gloves are 20% herb. But yeah, I got my evil eye can go away for now. I have evil eyes everywhere. Hello, 5 people. I got a wrist support thing that is just for the wrist. That's the wrong way around, I believe. Hold on. It's just for the wrist, and then I can wear that and have my wrist be supported while also wearing a glove. Oh my God, that's so much better. I love it. Oh, this is lovely. I don't currently have problems with my wrist, but having it supported anyway keeps your wrist from actually getting damaged. So if you do anything with your hands a lot, if you craft or anything, do get yourself a wrist brace, just like a preventative measure. That's one of my, oh, it feels so good. I love a little pressure. Greetings, Charles. Hello. I was just showing you my new wrist brace. If you do something for a long while, get yourself a wrist brace. I don't have issues with carpal tunnel yet. I've had issues for a while in Germany. They passed, but now I like to have it supported anyway because it lowers the chances of me having issues again. We are having Charms Tour. Maybe I can kind of show them to you quickly, but I'm not going to go through all of the charms because I'm a jewelry maker. I have way too many charms and way too many beads. I have like 2 huge towers of beads and pendants and charms and everything. So yeah, Charles, currently we're having a little bit of bead ASMR while I set everything up. And because I have not, so yeah, bead ASMR, which is actually great that you showed up because that means that you can keep an eye on all of the people who keep eating beads. Aubrey, if you're aware, Charles is the dungeon master and you are forbidden from trying to eat beads. So no bead eating lest you end up in the teed dungeons. And only Charles can decide whether you exit them or not. Well, I also decide, but you know. I probably should get one considering I do have problems with my nerve. If you already do have them, so just you wait. I mean, I don't think Carla is here yet or at all. I don't know whether they will be here, but yeah. Not Carla, Arsen. Arsen is the resident bead eater. Someone else also, I think Val. Val is also the resident bead eater. So Charles, pay close attention. Unless you have to go, then go. But yeah. Hello, Ragdoll. I'm so glad to see you. We're having some bead ASMR for the start, and then I'm easing you into everything else. Some bead ASMR to relax you. Before I start with the lobotomy ASMR, after which you will be relaxed for the foreseeable future. All the joys in my life were taken. No, it's okay. You will get your joys back, I'm certain. We shall create new joys now. But yeah, if I feel well enough and if I don't start, I don't know, falling asleep or getting a headache or something, perhaps I make both of the commissions today. And then tomorrow, Then tomorrow we can just make some new designs for the shop because I would really like that. I also have an order, but I can make that in my own time. Let me just lower it a little bit. There we go. Oh, yes. Okay, this I will need for the, give me a second. Okay, so I will need your help with these churchgoers. I can say for a bit, I have snacks and something to drink. I am prepared. Very good. I hope everyone has some snacks and something to drink. Otherwise, it's unacceptable. I have beads, but they are not a snack, okay? So would you be able to see like the whole design? Maybe a little, okay. You can kind of see it. Anyway, So it's garnet, snowflake obsidian, golden obsidian, snowflake garnet, and then we have this and this. So like this is going to go alongside the snowflake and this embellished. Sorry, I still have herbs on my gloves. Please forgive me. This camera angle is better, but it still has a, oh, sorry, I don't see where I'm, you can kind of see it, but yeah, it's one of those very pretty centerpieces. I don't have a name for it yet, and I could not think a name for it yet, so if anyone has any name ideas or any collection of words that you like or anything, I would appreciate it, because I need to title it something, but I don't know. It does not need to be now, it can be during the sermon, but yeah. Oh my God, I have no space to put anything anymore. The church is too small. Time to upgrade the church, not just the altar. Okay, let me just put all of the beads in here that I need. Bead ASMR and lobotomy ASMR heal two different parts in me right now. You shall experience the total healing during this stream. Oh, I'm on a call so my friend can clean up, but I also have my coloring book here. Nice. Your attention is what is the word? Your attention is on 3 different places at the same time. Also, ragdoll, I don't want to. I don't want to ask you much, but I also don't want to ask you anything. So for now, I'm just glad that you joined in. Secondly, I hope that you're feeling in some way that is not completely horrible. That is all I can say for now. I'm not certain how else to phrase it. But yeah, I hope my rambling in the background can alleviate something in you until we get to the lobotomy ASMR. And then I shall alleviate all of your nerves. All of them at once. I don't actually know if you can hear the beats, but I think you can. Okay, let me just count this for a minute. How many? 10, 11. I meant 21, not 11. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like that's wrong with me. What is this? 32. Some clear and nice and fine ASMR. Yeah. This is my angel box with the what did Pastel call these? Blue and purple with the blurple angelite that I still don't know what to do with. This is for Miha. This is also for Miha. How do I do it? Probably like this. I'm feeling a little better today. I'm very glad. But I also think that my tears are just recharging. Yeah, I think for a hello Dawn, I can stay right now playing D&D with friends. Okay, if you're playing D&D with friends, then I'm glad that you're not staying. Please have a wonderful time. Thank you for checking in. Hi. Take care. We'll watch what I didn't see later. Take your time and don't rush. You can watch this later, of course, if you like. Or depending on how long I will be live, you can come in later. But yeah, thank you for coming in, and please do enjoy yourself. I hope you're doing well. I'm dropping beads everywhere. Gorgeous blurple beads, indeed. The purple, yes, they are. I have absolutely no use of them for the moment. I know that I will find some use eventually, but right now I'm still regretting my decision to get them. They looked so blue on the image, and then I got them, and then I cried. I didn't, but I was like, now I have to order Angelite again, which is not that inexpensive, you know. Just because this seller couldn't move the light a little bit to the left and show me the blurpleness of the beads. I have been lied to. Lies and deceit, I tell you. Lies and deceit. Okay. I thought of just doing the ones, but now you're just watching me put everything into, sort everything into little categories. There we go. This is, I forgot what these are, but they're for Miha. These two, this is red faceted carnelian. I have some sodalite, some snowflake. I have a lot of things. And I have even more things to make. Okay. These will just be for embellishments. I have sodalite now. I don't actually know why I ordered sodalite. I ordered 3 strands, damn. I think I was like, I don't know if I wanted darker blue or lighter blue. And then while the beads are already on their way to me, I was like, no, I want lighter blue. And now I have like 3 rosaries worth of sodalite. I don't currently know what I'm going to do with them. I also have 0.8. And like, I like sodalite a lot, but currently I don't have any use for it. So yeah, I'm just going to put it away. Oh. Is there space here? No, absolutely not. Oh, do I already have some? Hold on. I'm telling you, I have way too many beads, way too many. But this is just what happens when you're a long-time jewelry maker. You just become half a dragon, and you exhibit dragon behavior with just hoarding. The hoarding of the beads. I can swear that I had. I swear that I. Oh. Oh my God. I need to go. Here goes another box. I just have an endless supply of bead boxes to the right of me. You will never see it coming. They just keep coming, and they will never stop coming. Okay. I don't need that anymore. I may put the thingies for Mihail later, but I don't know. So the lights, is this? Yeah. Okay, I already have them. This is my like aura C type of stuff. I already have some, but I think Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, pardon. Sorry for the noise, sorry, pardon me. My friend hung up, you have my attention now. How much you spend on beads in a month? It's a question that I cannot answer, both because some months I don't buy any beads and then some it's not even that, like I just placed an order. This was a very, very bad idea. Okay. You should not take beads off in this way because they will end up all over the floor. But I am a grown man and I can make my own bad decisions, you know? You just sometimes have to just make very bad decisions. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So the bead thing, oh yeah. The thing is that like I usually make one larger order a month. I kind of stack, I stack the beads. I have so much soda light for something that I don't even know what I will make. I will think something up. If anything, I can think. If nothing else, we all know that I can think. I usually make one large order because over the month I see what beads I need more of. Usually when it comes to like things that people order, I only order beads that I either need for new designs or for designs that are going on the shop. I don't really order just to have them because I don't like just having beads just to have them because I already have very many. So and then like a smaller order of just a couple of pieces. That will sometimes happen if, I don't know, something comes up during the month and I really need them. But usually like in an order like this that you now see me put aside was like, it also very much so depends on the type of beads. You can get like, I don't know, 20 strands for 30 to 40 euros, and you can also get 20 strands for like 150. It really depends on what type of beads you order. But this larger order that you saw me put away now was about, I don't know, 60 euros or so. Which, when you look at it, if I sell one rosary for 60, it's like a larger order of beads is one rosary for me. So like I can very well drop a large amount on beads because it really pays off. But yeah, it depends on which ones and how much I get. But there are some very good sellers on Etsy for beads that I have benefits at. Sorry, I think I just hit the mic. So yeah. Hello, Carla. We are having some bead ASMR, and hello. Also, everyone turn on your live chat, so you can free Carla from the void that they tend to get trapped in. I'm also going to do a very small, but yeah, so it's not, it depends. This is also a very bad idea. Oh my God, this is 4 strands. I should have just, okay, it's fine. They're smaller, so it should be like this honey tiger's eye, it fits. This honey tiger's eye was a little bit pricier, so yeah, it really depends on what you order. But you need to kind of price things so it pays off. There we go. And that's why like prices vary on the shop, but they also vary depending on what type of wire I use, how complex it is, what type of pendant it is, how much the pendant costs, and so on and so forth. Okay. Oh my God, 8 people in here. Hello, 8 people. I hope you have some something to snack on, something to drink, something to do or somewhere to lay comfortably and relax. Ich. Ah. Hello, Kia. Oops. You just missed a lot of bead ASMR, but maybe that's better so you don't start jumping on the table and eating everything. How are you? How is everything? Have you perhaps gotten a notification of perhaps a priest sending your part? Oh my god, that just flew. Okay, I have no idea where that plastic ended up. Of a priest sending you a parcel, perhaps. Has the notification reached you? Look forward to it. Should be there in no time. But yeah, I hope you are doing. I hope you're at least taking. I might have gotten. Yes, very good. It should be there next week. Whenever I send something to Italy, it feels like the post like takes it and hello. Oh, Prince is in his box. It just throws it across the ocean. It takes no time at all for them to arrive. Okay, I think I have, yeah. I just refreshed the altar. I was too tired to get the spell going, but I have some nice incense going. Although my fan is kind of blowing it all over the place, so. Do you like Pokemon? If yes, do you have a favorite? I am saddened to say that I don't know anything about Pokemon. I'm sorry, all of the Pokemon lovers in the chat, in the room with us here. I know absolutely nothing about Pokemon. But from the ones that I was exposed to, I like how Mewtwo looks like. Probably because they look like an alien cat, a light purple alien cat. And I like the benevolent design. I have absolutely no idea what type of creature they are or like the powers or anything about them, but yeah, I like them just visually. Hello, Morse. Oh my god, everyone is here. Hello. Hi. I did not expect so many people. I was just saying that I don't know anything about Pokemon, but I was asked what my favorite Pokemon is. So I don't have one, but I liked what a Mewtwo looks like. If all of you would like to share your favorite Pokemons, if you know anything about them, please feel free to. I am not. Oh my god, this one. This chain is difficult. So yeah, feel free to share. Pokemon in this church only if a churchgoer brings it up. Otherwise, you know that I'm not very media oriented. All of the media I'm oriented around is the media in my brain, also known as my spirits. My spirits are the only media that I'm oriented around. Nothing else. Everything else bores me to no end. Except for like some games. But Lucario. Small. I am going to have so many Pokemon to look up because I have no idea what any of these look like. But I'm interested. Do all of you choose Pokemon like based on their powers or what they look like, or when somebody says my favorite Pokemon is this and that and the other, like what decides what your favorite Pokemon is? I have come at the right time. I think my favorite would be Solgaleo, because it's literally a sun lion. Praise the sun. Oh, Sol. Oh yeah, Sol. Oh my god. Okay, I think Aubrey, you have opened up a topic that everyone seems to enjoy, which I'm glad about. I don't know enough about Pokemon to be my favorite. Same, same doc. Yeah, I think Pokemon is one of those things that you are either very into or you have no idea about. I don't know anything about it, but Shining. How many Pokemons are there? This is like asking how many species of animals are there in the world. I am assuming many. I like mine because of their personalities. Also, they do have like I've never seen any of the I don't know if they're series or movies. I suppose both. I don't know anything. I've never watched any series. I hope you can hear me. Sorry. I've never watched any series or movies or anything, so I don't actually know what they do. But I've always found it kind of weird that they're literally like animals in a ball and you throw them around to fight other animals. Like, damn. Is that all they are to you? And then they get trapped into the ball into the ball again. What a horrible show for children. Animal abuse. So yeah, that's my opinion on Pokemon from somebody who's never seen anything and is just an outside viewer. I have many questions about the morality of the Pokemon universe, and I don't know. It's probably yeah, over 9. Oh my God, that's a reference that I don't know enough to make. Over 900 thousands. Currently, we're at 1,028 Pokemon. Yeah, that's something. Damn. Really interesting lore that can get incredibly dark. Yeah, it seems like it. I agree with Mortis. I mean, when you put it into like a realistic perspective, it is a bit questionable. And I've always thought that, but I've never had enough interest to be like, yeah, let me look into this. So I don't know, but I can assume. Because you just have children running around carrying animals in balls and then they fight to the death pretty much. And then they just go on their merry way carrying their animals in openable balls. Weird stuff. Not for me, no thank you. But some of them have pretty designs from what I've seen. Jack also likes Pokemon very much, so I got him a little gemstone Pikachu from the Rock and Gem show. He liked it a lot. I'm offering all of you a gemstone, your favorite Pokemon right now, mentally. I love that everyone has, well, I love and I hope that everyone here has some kind of a topic that they can talk about for hours and hours. Those topics are the best. Minor spirits, as you may have noticed, perhaps. I know it's difficult to notice, but yeah. And then these sermons are me just yapping about them. And considering I have like 30 sermons now, which are hours and hours long, and I haven't stopped yapping about the same ones, you know how it is. Good stuff. This, let me just leap. To here. Hold on, this is another one that I designed that the colors are in sets, so I need to be. I was watching a new Pokemon series season before this sermon. Okay, I see we have hit something very popular amongst the youngins in the church. Charles, your spirits will always listen to because they're forced to be around you. That's kind of like how mine end up. But the thing about mine is that I just talk about them to them all the time. So yeah. But no. The thing about me is that I love listening to people when they talk to me about their special interests. If you have, you know, what is it called? Autism or AUDHD, or like just interests that are very intense, like intense enjoyment things. My brain is doing very well, but it's kind of difficult to that over text. And it's much easier to just be in a room with something, and you're just sitting down and you're letting them like fill up their battery while just talking at you. And if any of you are in that situation with me, just know that that doesn't matter. I don't know anything about the topic. I probably have no idea what you're talking about, but I love your passion for it. So just continue. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Pokemon, I can imagine a lot of famous or like very well-known series and franchises and stuff are very things in themselves for a lot. It is insane, but I can Pokemon economy. I can imagine. Mostly through a problem of mass buyers who resell them higher. I mean, mass buying and drop shipping also and stuff like that is kind of the problem in very many areas of the consumer culture. Oh, I have to tell you something. I haven't made a story yet, have I? No. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little thing. I haven't made the story yet, and I haven't finished with the sketch yet, but I'm going to tell you a little thing while we are in that system, because I'm going to switch over to the barter system for just a minute. Let me just count my beads, then I will say what all of you are saying. Just a second. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no! 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Valjda je ovo krivo bilo stavljeno. Okay, let me just... I'm missing one bead. Let me just do this so I can turn on my autopilot and I can just make it while we talk and I don't need to think about it. God, garnet is so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it, but the glistening in the beads is... Garnet is so nice. Gorgeous. Weep. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, people are talking about... Zach has to listen to everything, but also I listen to everything he has to share. It's a symbiotic relationship. You're stuck with your spirits and they're stuck with you. So you just, you know, you share and you deal with the situation and it ends up great. Magic the Gathering. I know about... There are a lot of games with cards like that, and I've never no, Kia. I'm pointing a laser at you like a cat to distract you from the beads. I see Yoran is also familiar with Magic the Gathering. Nice. That makes me think of making your tarot deck, because of course it does. Which someone in the sermon has recently done. Oh, there he is saying it. There's complications, also the price. Yeah, I can imagine that you have them done in a way that is quality, you know. Also 70 plus cards is a bit much, so I can imagine that it's not the cheapest. I need to stay away from Magic since I already collecting 2 different games and money. What do people, when people collect, what do you like, what do you do with your collections? Do you just have them? Like what is the appeal in collecting something for you? I've never, like what is the psychology of having a collection for you? Because I've never quite understood collecting as a hobby, because you aren't like technically, I mean, I'm not saying that any of you are collecting as a hobby, it may just be like a side thing, but I never understood people who collect as a hobby, because you're technically not doing anything. And I don't, but it's just, you know, my perspective. I don't really understand what's the psychology behind collecting, because at some point the collection is done, and what do you then do with the collection, you know? I mean, one could argue that I collect rosaries and jewelry, but I feel like it's kind of different because I also make them and I also offer them to my spirits. So me like looking for antique rosaries is kind of like, I don't know. I like to decorate my altar with them, and like the antiquer the rosary is, the more kind of value it has to me, because, you know, also like works with the dead and all, and the older it is, the more like energy it has tied to it. So it's not necessarily a collection that I envision ever reaching any point, because it's just kind of like a side thing I do. But yeah, what is why do people collect? You eat the beads, you go to the tea dungeons. Indeed, the cards for playing and enjoying art. Well, I suppose, yeah, you play with the cards. Illustrations in, because especially Pokemon cards can have them, and I love art. I'm just hoarding LMAO. Hello, Miko. I'm glad to see you. Yeah, I mean, collecting is never done. That's kind of the thing. I feel like depending on what you collect, that can become an issue real fast, an issue of space, and then possibly like an issue of hoarding. And if collecting is never done, then you just kind of have an issue for certain very soon. I mean, cards are not that big of a problem because you just have a piece of paper that you put somewhere. But if you collect something larger, that's like, yeah. But I wouldn't say that I necessarily like collect anything. My interest in jewelry is very spiritual. The tea dungeon is cold during hot days, indeed. And as the name says, it also has tea. So while you're imprisoned, you can have some nice tea. That's also, and you have some hay to sit on. So yeah, it's not all bad in the tea dungeon. It's worse in the attic. You don't want to go into the attic. And people who eat glass only end up in the attic, which only one person has done this. So do not become the heir of that person. I would not recommend. The attic is not as comfortable as the tea dungeons are. I collect because I love trinkets. I love craftsmanship, the history, the story behind it, things for the altars or to create. Is Arson currently in the dungeon? Considering she's not here, yes, probably. She has eaten so many beads during the last sermon that she's still in the dungeon since then. She has also revealed some information that should not have been revealed, so she has now ranked up 300 years in the dungeon, so we shall not be seeing her here for a while. the fun and anticipation. Will the car be in this pack and looking for it? That sounds like, that's like, can I say that's casino behavior? Like the anticipation of not knowing and buying because you don't know, that's why people go bankrupt in the casino. Father, hear me out, it's just gambling. Yeah. Same thought, Kia. I don't know, if you collect in a way that you don't know what you have, that just seems like a recipe for a disaster after a while, because you end up with so many of the same, I don't know, cards, if you have the cards, and it's just kind of like an endless money hole. I'm sorry if I'm ruining anyone's collections. I'm just trying to understand how people think. But that it is like adrenaline inducing, yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's kind of how gambling works in general. Yes, it's casino and gambling. In theory, arson is in the dungeon, but mayhaps they bribe their way out of it. I see. So there is a way to bribe you to let people go. More than one person can be in the tea dungeon, for sure. Yeah, I guess so. But can you be certain that you will sell the cards that you have and you don't want? I don't know. I guess it is kind of like a thing that circles around. Interesting. And I guess it can also like go into the barter system, so you can trade cards for cards. So like the liking of trinkets and stuff. I don't know. The altar thing I understand, because that's also why, and of course I put it on the wrong way. Always. Always. It's never on the right way the first time. And I guess it also depends on what you collect. Like if you collect pine cones outside, maybe me. It's like, yeah, I go outside and I see a pine cone and I think to myself, well, what a beautiful pine cone, and then I take it. And then I go outside again and I see another pine cone and I think to myself, what a beautiful pine cone. I've never seen one like this before, and then I take it. And then I go outside again, and this process just repeats. So I end up with a hoard of pine cones because I keep forgetting that I have the same beautiful pine cone at home, but it's not the one that I just took in. So listen. It's the endless pine cone loop. I'm fueling my own pine cone collecting market, but then I give some pine cones to other people, so you know, you are also participating in my pine cone hoard. I said pine cone so many times it doesn't have any meaning to me anymore. That's why I buy the cards off of eBay and vendors. It's cheaper like that. It's also, I mean, if you're already collecting something like that, I think it's also better to, of course, it's if somebody is not like ranking up the price tenfold, I think it's better to buy them off of other people, because you are offloading them, and you are also kind of like having a thrift shop type of thing. So yeah, if you can buy something from other people, and if you can trade from other people instead of buying new, that's always the preferable way to go about it, in my eyes. I've only collected mugs and crystal stone, and both I use. I'm always very fascinated with people collect mugs, because I'm always thinking to myself, how big is your cupboard when you have mugs? I know collecting mugs can be like, I have, I don't know, 5 to 7 that I really like, but then there are also some insane people who have like 200 mugs, and I'm like, what is the purpose of this? At that point, you're just a hoarder with a problem. I had this stupid habit of collecting sachet of sugar anytime I went to a bar. No real reason, I just did that. Kia, can I Can I have a confession? Can a father confess something? Can I confess something? Hold on, you're going to get a confession from me. Confession time. And do you know what these are? These are not just, you can see that all of them, listen, there is a reason why I have so many and why I have a box full of these, okay? And listen, I also have like a tea packet here. And of course it has something written on them. All of these have something written on them, because sometimes I'm a sentimental person who is suffering from sadness, and I'm going to explain to you my thing that I cannot bring myself to throw away right now. I just spilled water all over myself. Hold on. Drink water, by the way. If I ever go to a cafe, which is not usual, which is very strange for a Croatian, because cafes are very popular in Croatian culture, and everyone is going out for a kafica every day. But I take the little sugars if I have more, but then I just open them and put them in my sugar jar. So basically, the only reason why I have all of those collected is, so when I came to Croatia, and when I met my father, and when we started going for a coffee every single week, I was going through it, okay? And I was just, everything about like the smell of the air to the crumbs on the table, everything about it was so heavy and sentimental to me that I could not control myself. So like for a good couple of months, I was just, every time I saw him, I would take a sugar, either mine or his. The tea you saw was actually the tea that he was drinking during the winter. And I took the empty thingy and wrote the date. Like all of them had a date, and they have like a sentence or something that we talked about during that visit. And then after a while, when I kind of processed some of it, I stopped collecting them because, well, I didn't want to have a hoard, and I could kind of emotionally regulate myself a bit better. But yeah, that's my sentimental collection of little sugars. And yeah, especially if little sugars are involved, I just get, I don't know, somebody buy me a coffee is so, sometimes so like emotionally heavy for me that I cannot control myself. So yeah, they're very sentimental sugars. And the KFC one that you saw, the last one, it's the first coffee that Jack bought me. And we were sitting outside, and it was such a nostalgic and like kind of weird moment. We were sitting outside, and he got something to eat, and he got me a coffee, and I lit like an incense stick on a plate and stuck it into an apple. And then we were just kind of sitting with the stick and with the coffee and everything, and it was just such a like moment that I wanted to remember, so I saved the sugar that he got. So yeah. So that's the story behind my little hoard of small sugars. But yeah, anything that I collect like that usually has a very deep meaning to me, even though they are just little sugars. But at the beginning, it was those little sugars were like life-changing to me. So yeah. Anyway, what are people saying? That's my little confession. You won this one. Thank you for showing this. Yeah, of course. Listen, I'm a very sentimental person, and that also makes me hate people because I just want everyone to be nice to each other, and then people hate each other, and then I'm hopeless and I start to hate as well. So, but deep down, I'm very soft and I'm very sad also. So yeah. Oh, sweet bun is very intense for me. But yeah. What are the ones with the girl on it? Oh, I put them away. The cafe, we have a little cafe, which is also kind of like a little bakery. And they have this kind of like French puppet thing as their mascot. And everything you get in that cafe, it's a little bit like fancier. Has that little girl mascot on it, like the puppets, and their sugars also have the little girl on it. So yeah, it's pretty cute, I think. Okay, sorry. Let me see. The mugs swap every few months. What do you do with the old mugs? For no real reason. You always know that there is a reason for everything here. You must know that. I collect natural trinkets too, like in the morning, a piece of tree bark on it. Yes. Something about natural trinkets is like this shell is now my most prized possession. This pine cone has pine coned like no pine cone ever did. This rock broke off in such a magnificent and historical way that I must collect it. So yeah, that's what my serious altar is for. Every time I collect a natural trinket that I cannot part with, it goes on their altar. And it's a good thing that the altar is on a broken like desk cupboard thing, because that means that I will have to exchange it for something better eventually, which means that I will have more area for natural trinkets. Although if I take something bigger or more, or that's still a part of the plant, I usually ask or I offer something of mine in return. I usually leave my hair. For me, I think collecting also triggers the addiction gene. I think collecting is a lot of that, like it either goes into your addiction type of gambling, very fast dopamine hitting thing, or there is like a hoarder issue, and collecting can kind of be like, yeah, I'm collecting, I'm not hoarding. So yeah, it's I don't know. I'm always like, I don't know. I look at people collecting with a side eye sometimes, because there is a very fine line between collecting something because of like, yeah, I just kind of like this thing and I like seeing all of the variations of it, but in a healthy manner, and then also collecting with like spending all of your money on it because it of the addiction gene TM, or because you have a hoarding problem and calling it collecting just puts a bow on an issue, you know. So I don't know. I'm always careful with that word. Better trigger the addiction gene with trinkets than other ways. Better deal with the addiction gene than continue to trigger it with something. It's the most difficult way, but that's the way that I vote for. My cupboard is absolutely full, full. Then there's another shelf in my room that is also full. Count them sometimes. I'm really interested in how many you have. And then there's another shelf that I forgot that is also full. Everyone is mentally ill in the same way here, Kia. I own almost 40 mugs. Saying a number is one thing. Trying to imagine 40 mugs in front of me, I'm currently, my brain is having an error just trying to imagine it. I'm certain that it looks a certain way that is very pleasing, but that is like, you can have a different mug for every day in the month and another week in another month. You have, that is a lot of mug, Carla. You have certainly a large amount of mug. I do not know what else to say. Thunder is too stunned to speak. Sometimes my churchgoers will do that. Crimson Snow. Actually, yes. Maybe if it was silver. The gold kind of breaks it. I don't know. I don't have usually the rosary is based on something, but this time the commissioner wanted the Blackfire opal, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then I suggested two designs, and I was like, do you want this design for the Blackfire opal, or do you want that design for the Blackfire opal? And the answer was, why not both? So at the end, they ended up commissioning me for two rosaries, and this one was just a design that I came up with that they really liked. And then I perfected it on its own. So it's basically just like a design based on colors and stones and aesthetics that the person really enjoys. It's not really based on anything else other than like visual aesthetics and something that they would wear that's specifically made for them. That's why it's kind of difficult to think up of a title for this one. But I will, yeah. Snowflake obsidian, garnet, and I also have golden obsidian. I feel like there is a name that is beautiful for this, but it's not clicking yet. Crimson Sun. We shall workshop it during the stream. Crimson Snow is very familiar to me. What was called Crimson Snow? Was that something at some point? I don't remember. Excuse me. I just, the title is familiar to me. Excuse me. I have some dough on the side. Pretty much. I stopped getting more, but they helped me through some rough years, even though they're just mugs. I mean, Carla, I just show you my box full of little sugars that were life-changing. So I'm not going to tell you that mugs cannot help you through difficult times of your life. I mean, people get emotionally connected to items very easily, same as they do with people or with cats or like with animals in general. So that's very believable. I don't I don't personally understand it with mugs. Agua. But I understand it with other things. Sorry, my throat got very dry all of a sudden. And I speak here a lot. It's almost like I'm a public speaker. It was a prompt to use for. Oh yeah. It was. You all connected thought activity in the chat right here. True. I made a drawing for that and bad idea for it during a snowstorm when I was in the hospital. I think I remembered your drawing. It was like a path during the night, and there was like a lamp, and there was a trail of blood in the snow, I think. I remember some weird things during Gortobers. Also, I was thinking about it some days ago, actually, because like it's October is in 3 months. And that to my brain is like, damn, I need to think of prompts already. But the thing is that I don't know who will be around. And as you may have noticed throughout all of these years, is that I tend to base the prompts on the company that is around. Of course, I also ask for some, and I try to kind of like make it into a little story, but yeah. Considering the infernals may have marked themselves on my skin kind of permanently, I would honestly not be surprised if Danta keeps ruling until the end of the year. I honestly would not be. He's just kind of sitting here to the side, smiling, sitting in the corner and just like kind of nodding. So yeah. Perhaps expect Harlequin / Jester themed Crewtober. So yeah, who knows? And also, you know, the prints and stuff. So yeah, much like Playhouse acting cards and stuff like that. Maybe. But I like to play around with it and make them into sentences and stuff, kind of like poetry wise. You already know how it is. So yeah, we shall see. But he has come and he's here now. So that's all I know. That's all he's leading on. But his expression and his energy tell a very static story. Yes. Watch me planning to participate again in Crowtober and not finding the time to do so. You work in a hospital. I would be worried if you found time to do so. Listen, Kia, take one prompt that you like and draw one drawing a month. Or like take a couple and make it into one. You know how we do. Don't stress, we're all busy because we live in a society. At this point, I make it and people can use it however they want. I believe in you, Charles. It can be finished wherever, like since the beginning of the existence of the list, there is no end to its use. You can use it a decade later, you know. That's kind of the beauty of the lists. And I also try my best not to repeat prompts. I know that I've repeated some because I have this funny thing of every October I need to have at least some like deprivation of something. I don't know. I just always end up there. It's either like deprivation of senses or strangling or like food deprivation or air deprivation or gouging someone's eyes out. Like it has to be some taking of the something. I don't know why, but I went through my list and I was like, that's a very interesting thing that I keep doing. I don't know why. I guess that's just how my brain functions. I suggest dolls, mannequins, etc. Yeah, it probably will be. Jesters and dolls, yes, I like that idea. Perhaps I will take them. Is for some reason always my art revival. I understand that like it's also the mood of the season and everything. And I know that like it's because, you know, I make it and I've made it for years now, and it's kind of like a community participation thing. But if drawing by a list helps you, there's so many different lists that you can take. So maybe if you have trouble with motivation or drawing or anything, maybe others lists would also be helpful throughout the year. Otherwise, also sorry, I don't know why my speech has so deteriorated so much lately. I haven't stuttered this much in a long time. Maybe it's just the lack of sleep is really ruining my speech. One thing that I cannot conceal when I don't feel the best is that my speech plummets. And it's kind of very obvious because, you know, it's my tongue. Oh my God, my throat. Oh, gestures and dolls would be an interesting take since I've never done anything in that direction. A couple of times I've done like I've done something in regards to dolls or something like that a couple of times, but it was never like a full-on thing that I will probably work on the 2025 October for the rest of the year. That's okay. I mean, I think it's completely alright to take it in October and then just kind of slowly work your way through it until next October. Like my lists have no time limit. They just kind of exist to inspire you to create, and if they manage to inspire you to create, that's kind of, they've served their purpose, you know. And also the fun thing about gestures and dolls and stuff like that is that you can spin it in so many directions. You can also spin it metaphorically. One of my favorite things to do, which you've probably realized, even though I'm kind of slow with art, but that's because I also have a business and I'm also busy. And I also keep painting that beautiful, beautiful man very detailedly. So it takes me like 36 hours to make one drawing. But I love to use the metaphor of manipulation and put it into like the jester slash doll slash puppet master imagery. I adore it. And because you know, he's the master of manipulation, so it just works very well. And then you can also go with the route of you know, suing live people into dolls or something like that. I've always liked I don't know where I've seen it, but turning people who are alive into statues or dolls, pretty much. I feel like I've seen like a snippet in a movie or in a series at some point. But it's one of those like very nostalgic memories when somebody was watching something on the TV and I saw it and I just, my brain remembered that idea or like topic or theme until now. Now I'm really curious where that's from. But yeah, it will be like that. Like somebody was, but I don't remember how it was done. So sorry, I've just dug up a memory that I'm just thinking very. Where was that from? It was like, maybe it was kind of like a criminal-based show. And there was some guy who was, I don't know if he presented himself as an artist, but he would like pose people in certain ways that they look like, I cannot remember if they were supposed to be paintings or statues, and they would be alive, but they wouldn't be able to like speak or move. And I think the point is that like he would leave them there to die, and you would only be able to tell that they were real people because you know at some point they will start to decay and stuff. but I don't remember anything from that, but I remember that scene so vividly because I was like I like the idea so much. I don't know. Me at 12 years old showing clear signs of mental illness. Life is a fuck society, fuck money and their mom, ice cream. Yeah, Kia, I think we all agree with you. Kintsugi would be a nice prompt, can also be combined with those for sure. Kintsugi is also one of my favorite visual metaphors for healing. I've drawn kintsugi many a times, I think, before. I haven't in a while though. I might try to make an actual doll for a prompt. My brain was just sparked right now. I had some people make like kind of like abstract statues. Also, thank you for the 3 likes. I just realized. I had people make music animations, statues, or like abstract art pieces. Art, of course, you know, drawings, paintings. I've had people poetry, engage in so many types of art. It's always beautiful to me when I see somebody make something, just no matter what it is. I love it. I think it's definitely the list type, but also the community thing is something that always makes me happy. It's cool to see everyone take on the prompts. I think a lot of people just miss any type of community, just in general. Like I'm certain that a lot of people who go to church because they have some sense of community. They don't even like have to be of faith very much. It's just like, yes, people that I can be around, and it seems like everything is nice in here, even though it isn't. But yeah, I try to have a nice community full of kind people here, and I am glad that we are succeeding in doing that at this point. We had some difficult times before, but you know what community will not have that? Yeah, we will not have anything closer than this, as I've realized, but you all are you all can speak amongst each other during the sermons. That's the most community time that I currently have, where all of you are in here. But yeah, anything more than that is not in my capability, as we've mentioned. And just like the normal churches, you come into the church, we have a community time, and then we part on our own ways, and I remain deep in the forest. I saw people do one prompt every week, or for less pressure instead of a daily prompt. Yeah, I think daily prompts are not manageable for anyone really right now, which I respect, you know. If we take a lot into taking things, yeah, I like dolls. Me too, chaos. I mean, one would assume that possessed ragdoll would like ragdolls, perhaps. I wanted to make a kintsugi drawing of, of course. He gets very much art, like he should. Some crime thing. I remember something like that. Miko, you give me hope that I did not imagine the whole thing. I'm pretty sure it was some kind of like a crime series. You know those series where they have like a case every episode? And I think one of the cases was like a guy doing something to living people. I'm now really interested where that was from. You know when you remember something from a very, very long time ago, and I'm like, you're like, I need to know every single detail of every single thing, even though that show probably hasn't been on for like 20 years, and it's like lost media at this point. I was very recently in the church for the first time because of a funeral, and I do get even more the reason as to why people go to church. it really is a big community time thing. I mean, yeah, anytime I go to church, it's like I'm convinced that people majorly go there either out of like I need to do it / guilt or community. Because like the whole point of church is community, and some people don't know how to engage in other communities if it's not church. And you know, you have to give it one thing. It really is a community building time, and it always has been, and it always will be, no matter the issues that it has. So yeah, like I very much so understand, and I don't have a problem with it. I just wish that there were more like different churches all around the place. Like why do I have to be in a museum to have my church here? Like, come on. Come on now. I demand an infernal chimeric pantheon here right this moment. Chop chop. He gets all the art, and maybe he's a little smug about it, but that is okay. Dantalion is the first one who actively, like, directly notices and shows that he really likes it when I make art for him. So expect to see him for a very long time. And considering that he likes arts in general of very many sorts, I am not surprised by that at all. Also, yeah, I mean, when you are the Duke, you like some. I keep drawing in royalty, so I kind of know that royalty can be very kind, but they are also royalty, so you know. So Tekvi will like big lavish altars, and Dante will like paintings of himself and stuff like that. I find it very, very charming. The prince is very not royalty like when it comes to that, but behavior wise he is. I think it was in Dexter. I don't know if Dexter existed. When I say I don't know anything about Dexter, to be honest. I think I just heard one clip. I don't know if Dexter existed like in 2010/11. Criminal Minds season 5 episode 12. You know what? I'm going to write that down and see if that's that. I have no idea. If it existed at least like 12 years ago, there's a possibility. When I say like it was a while ago, I mean like age 10 to 12. I don't mean like, oh yeah, it was a couple of years ago. I don't even know. And you also have to think like, yeah, I saw it in Croatia, so something that played in Croatia, but who knows? If I actually find that episode in whatever series that is, I'm actually going to watch it again. I've had that image in my mind for years and years. I don't know why. I was just so fascinated with that snippet that I saw. I'm getting tired, so good night. Good night. Aubrey. Oh my God. Please have a good rest, and I'm glad that you were able to come and join us for a little bit. Take care. And all of the things for your bracelet have been ordered, so now I'm just waiting, and then it shall be yours very soon. Many crime shows and series. We do have a church here in the clinic, but I'm too shy to enter it. We also had a church outside of the place where I went to specialized therapy, but I also never went into it. It was kind of like a small chapel. Does that make sense? I have respect for all the gods, and with my belief, I would feel wrong. I don't know, like, I understand where the thought process is coming from, but also if you ask me right now, who actively works with you know, demons entering what church would not feel wrong whatsoever, because it's not, you know who you are, and you know what you believe in, and you know what kind of a person you are. The people you may encounter will not be on your side whatsoever, but I mean, you also never know. Sometimes you get surprised with the people you meet. But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't have problems entering churches at all. I just have problems when people are disrespectful. If you are respectful, I don't think there is any problem there. You can be of completely different faith and still, engage with another. I'm very fascinated by other faiths, or like by faiths in general. I guess I don't have one. I wouldn't say that I'm like, what's it called? It's not synchronistic that I forgot the word. But yeah, my belief is spirits. It's good the Duke likes art of himself, because I too like art of the Duke, and I'm very happy I get to see more. Yes. Who was it? Sutek, Commander, and the Duke. I'm seeing a trend there with your faves. Also a little bit of the fish, of course, because who does not like fish? You speak nothing but the truth, Charles. I am very glad. You're going to get so much out of him. You have no idea. I have a whole list, and I don't think he's leaving anytime soon. Not like leaving. Even if they do kind of go away, it would also be like an exchange of places thing, because I think at this point, 7 months into it, we have established that he is my infernal patron. So yeah, welcome to my dominion with my most beloved. Probably won't start burning when enters, so maybe I'll give it a try. Oh my god, imagine how funny it would be if somebody like starts rebuking you in the church, and you start speaking in tongues and thrashing around, and then you just like get up like nothing happened, and you're like, haha, just kidding. The absolute chaos of that. Maybe if I was crazy enough, I would do something like that and be like, yeah, actually, just chill. Father, it's fine. It's fine, Father. We can two truths can be true at the same time. Unlike you, I am respectful, which does not seem very in line with your belief, does it now? So yeah, me and my demons shall exit now, since you've been so rude. You are giving me ideas. Good. You should listen to me, because I'm a professional here. It's from 2010. I'll watch it too if I find it. It could be it then. If it is, Miko, thank you very much. I cannot believe that. I mean, I can actually, but that you thought of it so fast. Hold on, maybe I can. Let me just saw. Maybe I can see snippets of the like pictures on. Just a second. What did we say? Hold on. Criminal Minds, season 5. Oh my god, that is a lot of seasons. Episode 12. It's recommending me episode 18. I do not know what happened in the episode 18. The Uncanny Valley. No, it's not that. Although it looks interesting, but no. I already see by the actors and everything, it's not that. Damn. This is going to eat me alive now. You have no idea. Where the team has to find an unsub, turning her victims into human dolls. No. It's very close, but it's not that gripping episode. No. It was very. It had more like a darker. Oh my god. Why did I remember that? It never struck my mind hard enough for me to actually go looking for it, but can I just write like episode in a crime show where a guy turns people into living art uh, installations. Come on, AI, show me what you got. I don't believe in you. You're likely thinking of season 9, episode 3 of CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Art imitates life. Can you describe, in this episode, an obsessed local artist kills victim and coats them in paint and resin to post them as dead bodies in public spaces? Oh my god, I think that's it. Someone also had like, I remember this one thing and it's at the tip of my tongue and I cannot remember where I saw it. Oh my god, it may be it. Hold on. I'm now so sorry. You're hold on. Season 9 episode. I will know by the. I remember the hue of that episode, and CSI is like a big thing. Was in Croatia, so it may actually be that. Kills victims in a gas chamber and poses their bodies in public. I think. No. I don't. I see. I thought that they were alive. Maybe it is that. I thought that they were alive, and that's like the whole thing of like. They look like dolls, but they are. Oh, the hue is very. I think it's that. I just remember one scene. I think he had. Sorry, my brain just switched. I just remember one scene with like. I think he had a studio or something, and there was like this person. I think sitting somewhere, and I on a bicycle maybe, and you saw just like the strings holding the person in place, and they looked like a wax sculpture. Sorry, a wax sculpture, but then you like close in and you see that the person is actually a person, but they looked so alive that I think he just kind of like comatose them somehow or something. I'm going to write this down, and if I can find it on YouTube, I'm going to watch it. If it is that. I have a couple of things that my mind just latches onto like this. Thank you for bearing with me through this. CSI. Whoever was watching CSI with me, like a 9-year-old, sitting by them, just like watching some crazy guy killing people and turning them into art. This is where my brain with art started changing. Crime, yeah, CSI is crime scene investigation. Art imitates life. Season 9, ep 3. Oh my god, season 9. That's a lot of seasons. Okay, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm not cool. I'm good. Yeah, it may be that one. And I don't remember him leaving them outside, but that's kind of the thing of trying to recall something from a long time ago. You are bound to fill in the gaps with incorrect memories. Can I CSI is like a extremely old thing. I think. Can I find it on YouTube? This is a very odd rabbit hole to go to during a sermon, but it's kind of appropriate. No, there is not a full one. Damn. I guess I'm not watching it then. That's unfortunate. Series explanation. There is like a 6-minute short movie. I guess I will save to watch later. I guess I will see whether that's. I just want to know that that's that, and then if I find it anywhere to watch it, I would be interested actually. Artist kills people and turns into sculptors. Me when I completely lose my mind. I'm soon going to be remaking that episode of CSI in real life. What was there actually like a serial killer who did that? I hope so. I'm not familiar. That's like an untapped serial killer territory. Somebody had to have been that unwell, but also be an artist for sure at some point. My mother used to watch CSI with me when I was younger. For some reason, like about 10 years ago or something, crime, or I guess it was just, and I don't even remember who, like, at whose house, who was watching it. But somebody liked a lot of like crime series. And I don't listen. I've changed a lot of houses when I was younger, so I'm probably never going to remember where I actually saw it. But I remember a couple of clips from like various crime scene shows, and that is one of them. Maybe altered something, but it gave me a good taste with crime series for sure. Or I mean, you know, if a child likes crime scene stuff, there is probably some like something off already there. The fact that, you know, blood and horror is soothing the child probably means that something is not quite correct. For some reason, crime is like the main genre in German media. I remember there was a. It's a very funny memory, actually. I remember there was a German. I have no idea about the name. uh, a German also. I think crime scene. I don't know. Two guys, I think, and they had a German Shepherd, I think, and they spoke in German, and it was also like a crime thing. And that was the I was hearing it, and I was bemused by the language. One of few good tastes that we have. Every Bundesland has their own local crime series. Yeah, we're good at crime. Sometimes I wonder why is that. You have to channel it somewhere. It's good that you channel it throughout a series. Oops. It has to go through something. What's the name? When I hear the name, I will know. This is such a weird thing for the sermon to. Well, it's not really, I guess, but. Crime series in German with two guys and a dog name. Inspector Rex, probably not. Or maybe, yes. The guys. Yeah, maybe. Inspector Rex, probably. I mean, if it was aired in Croatia, then that's that. Who knows? But yeah, there was some dog and some guy who was with him who spoke in German. I don't know. I have weird memories. Any memory that's not permanently erased from my brain. Well, maybe not permanently. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Is either strange or uncomfortable. Oh, if anyone is tired, churchgoers, church go to the church bed and church sleep and have church dreams and go church night. I will finish this one and maybe I start on another. I don't know. I really just kind of want to make these so I know that I made them so I can send them. And I think this one will look beautiful. Crimson snow, crimson sun. Also Morse, praise the sun. My first association was Ra, but your association probably goes somewhere else. I drank too much church coffee to go to sleep. Yes, the church caffeine will be church keeping you awake. Oh, my church. I'm going. My attention isn't here for the moment. Please have a good night. Please have a church night. Yoran, thank you for coming. And do have a good rest. It is late, so I know people get tired. And it's also Friday, so you know, the week was long. And yeah. I feel like we cycled through, thank you for 5 likes. I feel like we cycled through so many wine I have been summoned. So many topics in half an hour. Sometimes the sermons are kind of quiet and just chill, and then sometimes we just cycle through topics like nothing. Kia, Carla's Lord is the Lord of Wine, don't you know? I cannot really drink wine. I apologize to all of my wine lovers here. I cannot really alcohol in general. I despise the aftertaste. I hate it. Of course I do. Of course you do. Yeah, I don't know how all of you are familiar with each other, so pardon me if I say something that you already know about the person. I know that some people know each other, but I don't know everyone's connection. Just the sun. My belief is very based on the spirit with nature, and the sun kind of became a main guide. Although I did consider looking into some sun gods or gods, I do pray to the sun. You're way back there in Kemetism. Kemetism is basically like the cult of sun worship. It doesn't even have anything to do with Ra. It's just, you know, the sun, because sun gave life and yeah, everything. It's like an ancient belief. A lot of the like nature-based or animism things are very ancient beliefs. And I find them, I mean, there is divinity in nature for certain, so it should not come as a surprise. I'm ancient. You are ancient. I'm certain that there is a lot of ancient souls around here. I certainly do feel like one. And I've kind of been confirmed that I am one. And I'm probably having the same issue that's so intense that I just keep kind of cycling through lives having the same issue and not being able to fix it. But hey, I suppose I can do this until the end of, well, time is a human construct, so until the end of whatever. So I guess there is time to fix it at some point. And then maybe one of these loops I shall ascend. But for now, I'm here clearing myself. If you use vodka and mix it, you will not taste the alcohol, which is dangerous, which is why I only drink bitter alcohol. It's good. That's good. Not that it's dangerous, but that you don't actually drink the mixture. No, I don't know. I just, I cannot. I will never, at least you know that I will never become an alcoholic. Never. I cannot describe to you how much I hate the aftertaste. That like it's not even it's kind of like the taste that like spreads all around your mouth and then you kind of feel warm. I hate it. It makes me feel so sick. I hate it. I cannot understand how people can uh, drink so much. I mean, like technically yes, but in practice, no way. It's such a disgusting feeling. I hate alcohol. Hate it. Fact that fried my brain. Speaking to Lord Dionysus that I learned not too long ago. Totally, he is closer to my lord than I thought because technically Hypnos is married to Dionysus' daughter. The more I learn. Well, yeah, that kind of happens. Like, it shouldn't be a surprise that everyone is kind of connected to everyone else. If you, like, for instance, my throat is challenging me tonight. We kind of talked a lot today, so I've already been worn out. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah. When you read about infernals, technically Orobas was kind of brought into existence by Lucifer, and Orobas is kind of like his very close right hand, so to speak. He was brought to exist from a lake, or so they say. So yeah, no wonder I've kind of felt Lucifer as energy here and there, and I kind of get a ping in my brain when somebody who works with Lucifer also wants a rosary, like it happened with the Black Fire Opal. He's like, yeah, somebody, one of mine is going to come, just be aware. I am, trust. But yeah, for Danta for now, I have no idea, but he's Danta, you know, he is, that's all he needs to be honest. Everyone knows of him, but only some approach him. The wonders of the jester. I don't know. I know little to nothing about Hellenic stories and theology and stuff like that, so you all probably know way better than me, so I cannot really talk that much about it. But that's just what happens when I'm so sorry. My throat is killing me. When the pantheons differ. Would you call it? I guess you would not call it a pantheon. What would you call it? Like it's not a sect of like infernals and celestials. It's not a pantheon of them because technically both are under, I don't know, like they're not deities, but I kind of consider some of them definitely on a more deity level, and some are considered more so than others. Time to research. It's always good to research. Always. Oh, I don't know if you can hear my fan in the background, but yeah, you're having white noise, some good white noise also this sermon. Maybe that's what's making me fall asleep. This in the background is just making me very sleepy, and it's great for sleeping. I love white noise, or like when I wish I could have a fan, but like what do you call it? We say it fan. The thing you dry your hair with, hair dryer, of course. We call it the hair dryer fan in like fan in Croatian. But anyway, I wish I could have a hair dryer running like the entire night while I sleep. I think I would have the best sleep in the universe, but I can't do that. So now the fan is doing something of the sort. Google says hierarchy or dynasty. I understand why hierarchy, but like, I guess, yeah, I mean, but hierarchy is kind of like how they, dynasty is curious because that would mean that all infernals are technically becoming of one another. If it's only one dynasty, then it's like a legion? No. Sorry, my brain turned off. Each of them have a certain number of legions under them. And I believe that the number of legions depend on what celestial body they are tied to. I believe, I don't know, I read so much about infernals that some information, at first I thought that the amount of legions under them, like when you're looking at one celestial, technically, yeah, the lesser demons under them are like their legion. But that's why when you see a description of the infernal, it's always like their title, their name, what number they are in the Goetia, and then how many legions of lesser infernals are under them, basically that they like take care of. But I suppose if one considers Lucifer to be the main head, or like maybe not even like the main head of everyone, but like the one where everyone started from, I suppose you could kind of consider it his dynasty, or that technically all of the rest of the demons are kind of his legion. Excuse me. Isn't that loud? Yes. I love loud white noise sounds. They make me fall asleep so easily. Like the fan currently, it's nice, but if it was a little bit louder, that's amazing to me. Or, you know what produces the same effect for me? When the vacuum is on. Certain types for sure, but some vacuums make me so tired the moment you turn them on. It's just very unfortunate that I literally have trauma in regards to vacuums, which is hilarious to say, but yeah, they make me fall asleep. But also, anytime I hear a vacuum running, my fight or flight instinct kicks in. Then maybe ranks. Yeah, for sure. They have rank. I mean, the moment you have titles, you have ranks also. I have an Ars Goetia at home. Yes. Twinning, as the youngins would say. I don't only have the Ars Goetia, I have all of the magical books and the Testament. I have all of them, all in one book. What do they like? They call them orders of spirits. That's actually the best way to say them, actually. I should have just opened the fucking book that they're about. But I don't like, I like having the book. I like having the book, but I don't, I kind of have it just to have it and to learn learn things, but I don't really practice anything from the book, nor do I agree with a lot of the things. The book is actually why a lot of the demons are treated like they are, because that's kind of the thing that I've said before. I wish I had a manual for working with spirits, which I said half jokingly, but it's like, you know, when you're working with dead spirits of the land that nobody knows about, and nothing was, you know, publicly known to be written about them. It's like, yeah, I don't know how to, you know, it's very difficult because you just need to rely on yourself and you don't really have any pointers on to how to interact with them. The Ars Goetia is technically like uh, um, a quote a manual to interact with spirits, which is just such a ridiculous statement to me, because like spirits are not a tool for you to use, which is why I think if the book did not exist, so many people would not behave towards demons like they do right now. But I've already ranted about that a lot. I don't know, I'm just pissy about it very much. I'm just getting off the top of my head. Yeah. They're good guesses, and I think all of them are true. At the same time, just in different way. But yeah, I guess order of spirits would make sense. The order of infernals and the order of, yeah, it just didn't come to mind. Like I could have just picked up the book. I don't know. I'm too tired to think. Some other says choirs, metal, choirs, very. I have to do research to see if there is also text about my spirit somewhere, or if I am the first to write about them. The thing about that is also spirits present to people in various different ways. So unless they are documented throughout history, you may be reading a text about your spirit and you have no idea that you're doing that. Because you need to have a lot of UPGs that are the same, that you're like, hold on, this is actually not a UPG, this is like a confirmed, like the same spirit appearing over and over again. I never really searched that up before. I was like, yeah, maybe if I don't know, went on a deep dive in some old medieval texts, maybe there is like a version of Isaiah that I could have found or something like that. Or there is a deer god that Em and I were researching about, and we were speculating whether that god is serious. But that god is so unknown. They're called, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Sipk, like this. I don't remember the culture, but it's such an unknown god that you cannot find out anything about them on Google, pretty much aside some basic things. That's the god's name, I believe. Hold on, maybe it's God, my nose is also Sip K. Dear God. I posted something about that with for Sirius. Yes, the term refers to the ancient Maya words for deer. The Lord of the Deer, or hunting god. So yeah, it's a Mayan deer god, basically. And K means deer, and Sip K means Lord of Deer. I'm probably mispronouncing that horribly, but yeah, it's a Mayan god, and this god fits Sirius the most in regards to everything. I think I read something that's the god of the deer that has like beehives between their antlers, and I don't quite remember how the story goes, but I believe the honey that drips out of the beehives that are between their antlers is either like poisonous or it's healing, depending on the person or something like that. It's very fascinating, but it's immensely difficult to find anything about it on Google. So yeah, just kind of like a fun fact. I suppose it does not really matter because I experienced Sirius how I should have. But I always, you know, we already started calling them the dear God before, well, a long time ago. So I've always kind of had an inkling or a thought that it's very possible that they're an existing spirit that just presented themselves to me in a way that I needed at the moment. And then like trying to speculate on what the brother and sister thing and the military has, you know, it's kind of like, it's that type of, I wish I had a bit of a spirit manual so I understand my own perception of these spirits. But at some point you interact with so many of them and you understand so many things that it's just like, the answer is usually, yeah, frequency and need. That's all that you need to know. They work by frequency and need. That's why Finnegan is very very him, very sassy and in on it with me, because that kind of approach works with me the best. But with other people he's very patient and kind, and yeah, if you had isolated talks about him you would likely for a while not even realize that he is the same spirit. So yeah, it's always very interesting. Some other says choirs. Yeah, I also have the Greater and Lesser Keys of Solomon and some witchcraft books. I don't have many witchcraft books. I'm at the same time, I don't actually have, well, kind of. I have the most books. I have the 3 books and the Testament. I have some books about archangels and saints, pardon me. And the most books that I have are about ancient Egypt myths and gods, ancient Egyptian magic. I have at least 3 books on ancient Egyptian magic and stuff. So yeah, the most of the like spiritual books that I have are in regards to Kemetic magic and how the ancient Egyptians performed it, and some ways of how I perform my magic. It's mostly when Sutek is around, but they pulled from some of the ways that the old people did it. I know about which spirits of mine I won't find anything on, because he's my favorite and also because he has memory gaps. That's very interesting. I mean, I don't know, spirits are just such a endless rabbit hole to fall down to. Oh my god, I did not check whether this chain is correct color-wise. Obsidian, garnet, okay. It's fine. Imagine me just making the entire chain and then being like, oops, this is actually wrong. No, it's good. It's turning out really nicely. I think the commissioner will like it very much. But yeah, stuff and things. I may make some church coffee, because it does not affect my church sleep. And I actually church go at any time because my brain is so church fried from all of the church caffeine I've had in my church life. Okay, I'm stopping now. That sounds like a censoring sound. Like anytime I'm trying to curse, you just say church, you just hear church instead of the curse word. Church, my churching life. God. Winter Embers. Oh, I think Winter Embers is a winner. Hell yeah. Because it also incorporates the garnet and the gold. Oof, I like that idea a lot. And this, yes. Church coffee is always a good idea. It depends on how much. Thank you, Charles, by the way. It will. I will thank you properly also in the post for coming up with a name. Oh. Usually I come up with it, but sometimes it's just not in the cards, which is rare, but it happens. We have also still not come up with the name for that rosary that I posted the snippet of. of the hematite one that will also become like a makeshift habit rosary that will have deer antlers that I'm going to hand drill and make into pendants. That rosary is going to be so much fun to make. I already have a drill reserved for myself, so it's time for Crow ASMR part 5. Drilling your bones to make pendants out of them. For real, for real. I just got some deer antler tips for now. They are on their way to me. They should come in a week. And then we be drilling. I took a couple more than I need because I never drilled bone. Well, I mean, technically they're not bone really, but yeah, I only drilled shells before, and that was a horrible experience because shells are so delicate that you break them very easily. So I'm hoping that this material is a little bit sturdier. Oh, and does not break, but yeah, just in case I took a couple more. And one I'm going to leave for myself for serious altar, but or I'm thinking of using some for like a deer spirit rosary. And I need to see how they are first. It's kind of just like a test order. And then a couple I will send to the commissioner just to have them. Because the character is a taxidermist. So I think a gift of some real antler tips will be very appropriate if I do say so myself. Getting cozy by the fireplace during winter. Winter embers it encapsulates that. It's strange to talk about winter right now considering it's summer, but I sometimes have I start having winter kind of daydreams. I still kind of have I can very clearly distinguish between my daydreams and visions because the daydreams usually are there to soothe some of the emotional lacking that I have. So the daydream just revolves around the emotion that I need helped in the moment, which it's always been like that. But every time I started thinking about it, my brain kind of cuts me off because the mood of the environment around me is not it. But yeah, during this winter, I'm definitely getting a heater. It's weird about thinking about getting a heater right now, but yeah, it's like 34 degrees Celsius, which it's always been, just not like this. It gets very hot in Croatia, and it's always gotten very hot in Croatia. And then it's like during October, you start warm, you end colder, and then suddenly it drops from about 15 Celsius degrees to -1 in like the span of 3 to 4 days. The temperature highs and lows here really give you such a horrible headache because it's not a gradual change. The temperature just goes. It's the same like that with summer. This summer was much better than last year because it gradually became warmer. Last year it was like it went from 15 to 30 in a couple of days and everyone was dying. I have no idea what happened, but yeah, Croatia is having some crazy temperature drops and it's always been like that and I really don't like it. But yeah, I miss winter as well. I was already thinking about fall and winter on the first 2 days of June. Yeah, it's also the time of the year that I prefer. I think all of the seasons have, well, at least for me, all of the seasons have some kind of like an emotional effect on me. And there is always, you know that feeling during, like at the beginnings of winter when you smell that type of fresh winter air that has a kind of a snowy smell for the first time in a year. and that feeling that that causes in you, that's kind of, I have that kind of a specific feeling um, connected with every season. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I never liked summer, and I still don't like it. Autumn is always my thing. I was done with summer even before all this thing happened. Yeah, I have that with every season. Yeah, I think a lot of, well, I don't actually know, but it would make sense to me that a lot of people have different mood changes tied to every season. Perhaps even like nostalgic mood changes. It does not really need to be it does not have at all to do with the amount of vitamin D that's being produced or anything. It's just the entire everything shifts. It's such an interesting thing, and I think a lot of it comes from how you spent your childhood during seasons. Even if you don't remember it, your body does. I like when it's snowing, but there's also lightning. I don't think I've ever seen that. A couple of days ago, we had like a orange orange storm warning. Orange, my ass. It rained for like 2 hours and that's it. And it wasn't even like heavy rain. It was just kind of it. Thunder broke out once, and it broke out so bad that I thought it hit like the ground. I did not see anything on the news, so probably not. Then it was just kind of raining for a while, and that was it. And I'm like, that was it. The last orange warning pulled out trees. This is all you have? Come on. Come on now. Everyone was saying that an Armageddon is coming, and then nothing. I like when it's snowing. Yeah. Bad memories in every weather. I feel you, Miko. During summer, it's very bad memories of very many things, especially the seaside. And during winter, it's just, it's winter. And I feel like a lot of people have bad memories when it comes to winter, in regards to, community and the lack of it, I should say. And people get lonely. I cannot remember if I ended up doing a sermon last year during like the Christmas and the winter time, but I really should. Should? I really should this year. The only good thing about the summer is there's more storms. I'm not going to call you meat, so I'm going to call you mango. I hope that's okay. Or if you actually have a name that you prefer, please do tell it to me so I know how to refer to you. Yeah, I think it definitely depends on where you live. I don't know. We have some very dry periods, and then we have a lot of it's we've concluded that the Croatian weather is very, it changes very drastically, very fast, just like my mood. The only thing I like about summer is when I get to spend time at a small house in the forest next to the lake, which I call my sanctuary. I remember you being there and talking to me about it. That's the lake that I thought the people you went to right now was, but it's just a vacation house, unfortunately. And also, fortunately. I love lakes and any bodies of water, and just having like a house near that is amazing. In the forest. I miss that experience a lot in theory, but in practice, it's so difficult for me to get myself out of the house uh, because I just have so much to do all the time, and I'm kind of fine with how things are right now. So I haven't been to the forest in years now. In theory, I could have in Germany, but Germany destroyed me mentally, so I was not thinking about anything of that sort. I was just thinking about not existing. So yeah. But we are not in Germany. I mean, it wasn't Germany's fault. No hate to you, Germany. You were great in some ways. But it was just not meant for me. Mango's good. Good. My first serious contact with my company and the entire theme of theirs happened during summer. There. See, I don't remember my first contact with them, but if we actually, I never thought about it, but if you actually have a memory of the first contact, I imagine that memory is like makes that season and that place one of the most important ones that you can recall. Winter cold kind of just makes me dissociate, and that's why it's my favorite, I'd say. I don't know how, I don't know. I guess dissociation is better than destructive behavior, but at some point both of them are the same kind of harmful. But yeah, winter really is a dissociation time. Also, I love when the snow gets electric and sticks to your skin like styrofoam. If it's very soft, yes. Also love when it's, yeah, soon, Charles, soon enough. It was also pretty funny last year during winter. At this point, we were just talking about the weather. What's the weather like today? You never thought that you would ask this question in a sermon, but yet here we are. It was funny because everyone was like in January. Everyone was like, yeah, so no snow this year. And then we had like the worst, well, I won't say worst because I enjoyed it, but the most intense blizzard known to man. And we had like a meter of snow, and it was melting for 2 weeks probably in February. So yeah, that was an exciting experience. I love it when so much snow falls that I feel like I'm in a snowy village somewhere up in the mountains, fighting my way through it. I am back. Hello, Dawn. The church meds are working now, so I will go to church bed and do church sleep. Good night to everyone. Please have a good church sleep. I also just finished the rosary. I finished the winter embers. I really like it, and I know that the commissioner will too, because it's very their aesthetic. But yeah, please have a good night, Morse. Please rest, and thank you for coming, of course. I love I love how some people are calling you. Thank you, Dawn. Some people are calling you Morse, and some people are calling you Mortis. Mortis. It's just like it's just like Faith, the unholy trinity. We usually get snow till April. It was snowing almost non-stop here. Yeah, last winter it was snowing so much. It's like the winters are, the temperature is more intense in about every way possible. There was so much snow everywhere, and it was snowing pretty heavily also in Canada and in the US. It seemed like November to April is snow season. It's very pretty. Thank you. Yeah, it always makes me think about the game too, Mortis. Mortis. That became a meme at some point, I think. Okay, I've finished with one of this. Oh, I don't have it. I don't think I have it in me for the next one. I'm sorry, churchgoers. I'm actually, let me make, I don't know. I ran around so much lately that I'm, that's how I feel. I have some thingies to make here. Do we want a fish to make? Fish? I have a lot of little amulets, and I have a whole bag of things for us that I want to make. Oof. But my nose is also doing the thing. Anytime my nose starts doing the thing, I know that I'm kind of pushing it and it's time to lay down. So maybe that's it for this sermon. I'm kind of getting really tired. But I kind of do run around non-stop during the week, so yeah. But tomorrow I'm not going anywhere, and the day after tomorrow I'm not also not going anywhere. And tomorrow I'm drawing for my most beloved in the morning, and I'm finishing the drawing. And then I'm doing some priest stuff, and then in the hopefully sooner than 9 p.m. What time is it? 11. Oh, we did 2 hours, that's fine. I was kind of slower today. Tomorrow I will be in full swing again, and I'm going to rank up 5 rosaries in 3 hours. Just watch me. So yeah, tomorrow the second commish, and then actually let me prep and Kruer ASMR prepare rosaries with the Father. Would you like to see how I do it? It's a very ancient technique called putting things into little plastics. It's a very unknown ancient technique that only few people know of. So you may want to witness it, me engaging in it. Oh, I don't know. I have so much to make, and I want to make so much, and I want to do so much and be all over the place all the time. But also I sometimes just, yeah, it's not really possible. If I actually function like a normal being who knows how to take care properly, I would. Can you imagine how much energy I would have? This is why they fucked me up in the head. Head start minus bestowing great knowledge upon us, certainly. Okay, let me just put. Yeah, it will definitely be this blue. I love them. Oh, they're shiny. I don't think you can see it, but they're shiny. It's not well, can you see the shine? Kind of, not really. But yeah, they are much the color is much more beautiful in off camera, but yeah. They are not topaz, they are something. Chalcedony? I don't remember. Anyway, let's put them into here. So yeah, the thing with this one is, let me show you the pendants. Also, I was waiting for them. I really like them. Needed disclaimer. I suppose nobody has any issue with me representing Mikhail here because of the imagery. And I am currently primarily working with infernals, and they don't care. And Mikhail also does not care. So yeah, it's very, very detailed. It's immensely detailed, and I think you can see how much detail it has. And of course, this in the end, at the back side. Oh my god, the beads are counted. I will know if someone gets eaten. I mean, I'm just putting it into the plastics. I hope they won't get eaten in the middle. Little fleur de lis, which has the holy the Trinity in the petals, because I associate this with medieval things. Isaiah's rosary, which I will make eventually, will have this one, and the sword. I still have not made the special rosary made out of kyanite for him, but I will. I have those two still sitting there. They're going to be made. And I ordered these. I cannot even remember when I ordered them, but I have these crosses, and they remind me of those medieval crosses also that were often used by kings. And I feel like it fits very well. So they're going to be spacers. And then the kind of thing with this rosary is that, as we've concluded, I associate blue and red with Mikhail, like it's always, like it's Divine Warrior will look something like this. So the little, can you see it kind of? You get the idea. So like there will be blue, but around every, what's this called? What's this called? Wrench? Uh, spacer, there will be the diamond red carnelian, and I think I will also put 2 here. So yeah, it will be blue with red embellishments of diamond, because I see him with, that's kind of like the whole point of the rosary that I'm yet to make, that it's going to be one of a kind for myself. I also have red diamonds for, they're just made out of glass for the spacers. So yeah, I always kind of pair those, except for that tiger's eye one. And I really associate archangels with the medieval times, so anytime I can pair that too, it's always a good thing. Let me just, how many would it be then? Hold on. Un momento, por favor. There we go. I think I will do the reds on the back. Just a second. This one will be red. And this one will be red. And also sword. And I'll use this one and not this one. There we go. Ornate pendant, indeed. Yeah, this one will also be 41. Yeah, I'm still thinking about Queen Bee, because Queen Bee is becoming like the second memento mori. I wanted to shave my hair today. It's not happening. I'm going right into the vertical position after I end this. Not like after I finish the stream. I'm not ending it yet. This is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 1 is 41. Oh, it's blue chalcedony, and this is microfaceted red carnelian. I even wrote it down. Okay, so this is blue chalcedony, 41. And the reds are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 12. Okay, let's go. What are people saying? Looking. The beads are, yeah, not by me at least. Charles, are you the one who, are you, perhaps you are the one who keeps eating them, and you are abusing your tea dungeon power to keep people away from your feasting on the beads when nobody's looking. I have to have at least one Michael rosary, I feel like. Whenever you feel like. I have 3 designs at this point. I mean, I don't yet, but technically I have 4 if you take the if you count the custom one where you can choose your charm, the aura custom one. So yeah, currently I have 3 designs already. One is the blessing and protection. One is the host of the, I forgot the name. Host of the divine throne. Host of what was it? Sorry. Oh my god, I didn't write the name here. Host of something. This one. And with this one, this has just this one, and then the center is with Mihail, and it has a wing. This one is bronze, and it has a blue galaxy tiger's eye. This one is like the most medieval one. And yeah, and this one is also the one that you can get a prayer card with. So yeah, I'm thinking also putting the prayer card option for this one, but I have a limited amount of prayer cards, so maybe I should get some more. Just in case somebody orders and it's like, yeah, I'd like some, but I have them in 2 listings. I will have to see. So yeah, I have many available. So if anyone is ever interested, I would be, especially you, Ragdoll, I would be more than honored to package one for you, but only if you like them. Don't feel obligated. Although considering there is a Saint Michael church there, and you also have Michael circling around you. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's a hint. I have a Michael rosary, and I think if you make more, I will buy them because they're always so pretty. Thank you. But it's funny how he's overhyped in my country, like he's everywhere. Never. No celestial is overhyped. I think some are underhyped, but the solution to that is not to bring the one that has a lot of hype around it. It's to bring all of them up to the hype that the main one is on. But I mean, you know, even Gabriel and the third one that we should not name are not that mentioned. Michael has been mentioned the most in the Bible, and he's like the protector and the slayer of demons and whatever. So, but he's very different for me, and I think I hit the nail on the head with celestial and infernal working. That's how it should be. I am wary of the ones who know only the light or only the dark. I am very wary of you. That's all I will say. $41. Just a second. Look at that mix. I like how different it is. It looks much better. This camera is not the best, but yeah, very good mix. This is going to be a little bit of a strange mix, but I like the strange mixes. Also, by the way, if you ever get a Mihail rosary, I have so many, well, so many. I have specific extras for him. So if you order one, you will get some specific extras for him, because of course you will. Yeah, I think this one will be so nice. It's just, yeah, I like it. I like my idea. I often like my ideas, which I suppose is good because, you know, I make the jewelry that I come up with. So real celestial talk always. Queen bee, will I not be able to get it? We will see. I mean, if it sells out immediately after I list it, I will list it again. I just need to get more beads, so don't worry. I have a lot of crosses for it, so, and I have the centers, and I have a lot of the spacers. But yeah, after the spacers are only the limited thing, so if when I run out of the spacers, I will still have queen bee, but the design will be different. Unless I manage to find the same spacers, which does not seem to be likely. The blue tiger's eye one is beautiful. Yes, thank you. I also think so, because the tiger's eye looks kind of like galaxies and stuff, and you know, he's a celestial, so I thought it's very appropriate. Oh, I didn't count. 2, 4, 6. 6. 8, 10, 12. Okay. Did I put I didn't put the... Oh, I don't need them. Why did I take 0.8 when I don't need them? My guy, what are you doing? Oh, I think it was because I didn't yet know if I would use the spacers. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I have them now if I won't use the spacers, but it's always good to have both of the sizes. I say gambling addiction, collecting, blah, 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 and then here I am here with my bead towers. I actually have a reason, though. I'm a jewelry maker, so. 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 1. We don't accept celestial slander in this church. Never. We don't accept celestial nor infernal slander in this church. All of them are hyped to the highest degree because all of them are wonderful and beautiful. And both of them will kick your ass if you're not respectful. So praise be both of the orders of spirits. I'm sorry for I talked badly about being overhyped. Very pretty mix. Thank you, Mango. I also think so. I like some of the like a little bit of weirder mixes. I think it brings to the charm. This late evening sermon really has a healing effect on my heart. I needed this really, so I'm glad I caught it. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came and stayed. So it really means a lot to me. And yeah, I hope that if people are having a hard time, maybe just people seem to like hearing me rant about my things. And you know, I like to do that with other people as well. So yeah. See you, Miko. Please have a good night and take care. We shall also go soon. Fuck. Church. I this happens to me when I'm doing this late at night. I'm just going like 40, 50, 60, and then I'm like, hold on, I missed the number 10 beads ago, 20. Now I'm at 48, so 46, 44, 42, and then I move one more, and then now we're at 41. There we go. Okay, 3 are here. 1 is mine. 2 are available to you as well. Thank you, thank you. To you all as well. Okay, these are here. 1 can be made. 1 is for us. The rest are going to go into the thing. Also, I will have a couple more designs for Santa Muerte. Just a second. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Church. I did not close this. Well, this is unfortunate. Let me show you my things first. So I got the black ones, but they were not fully black. They were kind of dark silver. So I ended up designing one that's dark silver and red. And I think this one is going to, it looks like really gothic almost. I really like, I adore the colors and everything. This one just scratches every part of my brain. Very, very good. So this is another diamond one for Santa Muerte. And then I had 2 left over of these pendants. I took mine off of the Dia de los Muertos one. And I put just the basic crucifix on it. And I was like, what kind do I make? And I decided to make it total gold, so it's just completely gold, because I was looking at some statues of her, and when you have the golden Santa, usually she is like shown completely golden. So I think like a complete golden rosary would be very interesting. It's like a very clearly prosperity and wealth oriented one, and I think it would be amazing. I will only have 1 of these available, I think, because I will keep 1 for myself. But yeah, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I spilled everything all over the place. Also, I really need to make Medusa. I may change the chain here, although I don't think I have it. I have more of the big one, but I tried it and it seems quite fine. Like, it seems fine. It just seems like it's too thin, but it's not. But yeah, the you already saw the thing, the start of Medusa. I need to finish it. I really like this pendant. It's very beautiful. But yeah, all of those. Also, I forgot. I have a normal wolf pendant. I could not find any other types, so we just get a roaring wolf pendant. So finally, I can make wolf spirit, and I have a normal wolf that is not connected to any series or any movie or anything. So the normal wolf will prevail, and this is the one that I'm keeping. So I guess if you like Game of Thrones or Final Fantasy, you will also have those wolves available on accident. Making very weird fandom things on accident. Also, yeah, the silver version of the Our Lady of Guadalupe will be available. Love these pendants. Only have a couple available. After that, smaller ones will be added. But yeah, and the pendant of her. And I really like this one. I like all of them. Then I have like all of the treasures of jade to make it. And the thing about treasures of jade is that I need to make all three to list them, because only one piece of each of the three is available. So yeah, just a second, let me fix this. Escaping beads. Somebody sabotaged me. That was kind of rude, just interrupting you with the honk. Indeed. 200 years in the dungeon. I am speaking here, sir. Do you not hear? Interrupting me with your wretched honk. E. Hello? I managed to fix it. It is indeed. Actually, you are so correct, Charles. 200 years in the attic. You shall honk no more. So yeah, tomorrow, hopefully I will feel alright. The ones on the bottom are... Of course you would know the attic, Dawn. The ones on the bottom are the least priority. I also have the As Above, So Below rosary. I really want to make it, but I can never get to it. I think the wolf spirit will also be at the bottom, because I still need to remake the design a little bit. Silver one. All of these are the ones that I can make. This one, I'm still debating whether I will just keep it or sell it. I think I will sell it though. Purification. Oh, my throat. Treasures of jade. I also got another strand of jade so I can make it for the prince, because I have a little jade horse pendant that I found, and then I was like, why don't I make a rosary for you out of this? And then I was like, yeah, I should. And then I have a bunch of new amulets to make also. Very many things for a tired priest. If I feel well tomorrow, I may make these 3 new ones. We'll see. Like, if you give me like, let's be generous and say like 5.5 hours, I can make all of the 3 and some amulets. So yeah, 200 summers in the attic. They will be crisp. They indeed will. They will never honk during my speeches again. Never. Probably because they will be so crisp, they will not be able to ride the car anymore. I always love looking at your beach pouches. It's always nice. Yes. These I found, it's like it's the simplest, it's the mush of what will eventually end up on a rosary. And it's the simplest way for me to keep track of the stock that I have, and kind of how many supplies for a rosary I have. And then sometimes if I don't have enough, I just write on the pouch like, yeah, I don't know, 5 beads missing and stuff like that. So yeah, I like this. This was the easiest way for me to keep track of all of them. But I also think that they are very nice to watch, to see. Anyway, my goers, shall all of us church go to church sleep? What do we say? What are we thinking? I'm just picking at my skin now. I shouldn't. What are we thinking, churchgoers? It's 11 hours and 15 seconds, and everyone is tired. And I made one rosary, and I go organize some beads. And you know what? Tomorrow we continue. And yeah, I'm already half asleep. So thank you for joining me. Sorry. My throat is also going. I hope all of you have a good night. I hope all of you have a good rest. Let me drink some water while I'm doing my speech. I hope all of you have a fine temperature during your rest. Your rest, not your arrest. Well, your arrest by hypnosis. Oh. So yeah. I should probably for once go to sleep when I'm tired. So yeah, please have a good everything and have a good life and have a good weekend and have a good everything. And I love all of my churchgoers and I'm very tired. And sleep well, everyone. Do not eat beads or glass and have a good rest. Do not eat anything that would not be recommended to be eaten. But you should not be eating anything because you're going to sleep anyway. Thank you for the sermon. Anytime. Everyone have a good and peaceful night. Thank you for participating and giving me a chance to maybe make you feel a little bit better. Please take care of yourselves. And yes, it's over. Let's go to sleep. Oh, let's go to sleep. East. Yeah, east. Oh my god. Okay. East, west, and same place. Instead of eat, rest, and stay blessed, east, west, and stay blessed. Indeed. Goodbye. It's over. Good night.